I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Hello, Army. What if that shadow everyone was trying to magnify wasn't just a trick of the light? During a live tour of V's house, Army thought they saw something moving behind them. A silhouette, a figure, a presence that didn't fit the angle of the room. Within minutes, screenshots flooded timelines. The edit went viral. Theories exploded. Was Jungkook really there? For 4 days, the fandom was divided. Coincidence or confirmation? But now Jungkook finally spoke, and Taehyung didn't dodge the question. The shadow was real, and what they revealed next changed the entire narrative. The shadow was real for days. Taehyung said nothing. He kept posting photos. He replied to fans. He went about his schedule as if nothing had happened. All the while, the clip continued to circulate, slowed down, zoomed in. The brightness maxed out until the pixels burst. Frame by frame, the silhouette behind him became the most analyzed piece of evidence the fandom had seen in months. Some swore it was just lighting. Some were convinced it was staff. Some were convinced it was him. Then Taehyung went live again, this time without the tour, without the background music, no distractions, just him sitting quietly, his gaze steady. Almost too steady as he read the comments. He didn't avoid them about that shadow. He said quietly. The chat room exploded. He let the chaos roll for a moment, watched the messages pile up on top of each other. Then he leaned in closer to the camera, as if the truth needed a closer look. It wasn't a shadow. The silence felt louder than the noise. He didn't smile. He didn't flirt. He didn't make a joke of it. Jungkook was there. 3 words. Not dramatic, not loud, but they exploded across the internet in seconds. The fandom froze, because this was no longer speculation, no longer a detective thread or a slowed-down edit. This was Taehyung himself staring into the lens and confirming what everyone had been arguing about all along. He didn't immediately elaborate. He let the weight of it be felt. He came here. Taehyung continued. We were just spending time together. I don't feel like it was something to hide or announce. That was the sentence that cut through everything. Not hidden, not announced. Just normal. But nothing felt normal to the people watching, because live felt intimate, personal, a glimpse of his personal space. And now that private space suddenly included Jungkook. Calmly, casually, without a long explanation, the comment section was spinning again. Some were celebrating, some were emotional, some were accusing him of deliberately stirring up rumors. Taehyung's expression changed, subtle but noticeable. I saw the editing. Zooming in, theories, debate. His voice didn't crack. Unnecessary. You were fighting each other over a moment that was never meant to escalate into a war. Then he said something no one expected. I hadn't realized that our being in the same room still surprised people. The sentence hung. No offense, no apology. Almost sounded tired. He explained that Jungkook was off camera on purpose. Not because he was hiding, but because the live was spontaneous. Jungkook hadn't planned to perform. He wasn't dressed for it. He wasn't ready to be dissected in 4K by millions of viewers, so he stayed out of the frame. That's it. Taehyung said, that's it. But for the fandom, it's never that simple. The narrative has expanded beyond the silhouette. He's become proof for some, betrayal for others, confirmation for the loudest voices, and now Taehyung calmly debunks every extreme interpretation without attacking anyone directly. He doesn't validate the fantasy. He doesn't destroy it either. He grounds it all. We're close, he says. We've always been close. If he comes here, it's not a secret mission. It's just him coming to visit. The tension shifts from scandal to something heavier, more emotional, because the real surprise isn't that Jungkook is there, but how casually Taehyung frames it. No build-up, no dramatic confession, no cryptic hints, just honesty. And as if on time, the door behind him moves slightly, not dramatically, not staged, just noticeable enough. Taehyung glances over. His lips curve gently, not a wide smile, but something familiar. He looks back at the camera. Look, he murmurs. Footsteps approach. The chat loses control, but Jungkook doesn't fully enter the frame. Only part of his shoulder is visible, a quiet presence, real, undeniable, but still not giving the internet what it desperately wants, a full appearance. Greet them, Taehyung said without turning around. A low voice from off-camera answered, almost amused. Hi. One word, and somehow that one syllable did more than 1,000 rumors before it. The tension melted away. Not because fantasies were confirmed, not because narratives were satisfied, but because reality finally replaced speculation. Taehyung looked at the lens one last time. "Let's not fight over shadows anymore," he said. "If there's something to tell, I'll say it. But let's not hurt each other over guesses." It wasn't a reprimand. It was a boundary. And when the live ended, the fandom realized something both uncomfortable and liberating. The shadows shook everyone, but the truth was far more calm than chaos. And perhaps that was the real story from the beginning. And after the live ended, the screen went black, but the conversation didn't. Notifications continued to blare. Clips spread faster than ever. It wasn't about silhouettes anymore. It wasn't about increasing the brightness. It was about 3 simple words that changed the course of the debate. Jungkook was there.
Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.